Yeah. Jesus, you're my everything, yeah. My everything is you, Lord. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Everybody say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough, enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things? Father, you died for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are, you're my everything. Say, I call you Jireh. Lord, my provider. I call you Eunice. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are.
Ye fema ye wo London. Ye ji abasobodie bebre. Ne ya redare ewo mransemu. Eye legal services, be to say family law, matrimonial.
4. Undetectable. Most Londoners living with HIV are on treatment, so they can't pass the virus on.
4 sure ways to prevent HIV.
Visit Do It London.
Your favorite.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services, including family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary and family law. At BWF, our solicitors are pleased to offer high-quality legal representation at competitive rates. Our senior partner, Bernardo Wusu, has over 29 years' experience as a lawyer in the UK. BWF solicitors provide independent and practical legal assistance for all kinds of family matters, such as childcare, contested and uncontested divorce, and injunctions for domestic violence. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you in this difficult time, which is why we offer confidential advice delivered in a sensitive manner. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation in all family and matrimonial cases. We are located at 4th floor Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, London, N15 4NP. Just a short walk from Seven Sisters Underground.
Yeye fema yewo London. Yaji abasobodie bebree. Ne ya redare ewo mranse mu. Eye legal services, BTC family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWF die, yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na yebo nso nyeden kra. Yen partner penimpa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF solicitors kra won ho. Inti se ba na busuansem bi te se child care eya abofrahwe mu awarja ye ho twema mentwe ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso ye child care any family team no nimnia wo famu ewe ne ya wo brei mu enu ntine ye to ye mbo ase ma wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner Ayobia Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu no osanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje wo family
and call baby new laws any changes every day enunti se ban immigration and mremu sama hodo ni nyina BWF Solicitors and your preferred community lawyers. BWF Solicitors over 27 years of practical legal experience, and until they are on top of all the issues. Brian in confidence. Our offices are still open Monday to Friday, every and upon 9:30. Ekosi and 6 o'clock. We follow all the protocols. Your client to be a free face mask, hand sanitizer, and our fee. You practice social distancing. The lawyers nina is a face mask for every consultation. So me ma, we do video conferencing and our fee to me send the documents in answer via email and our WhatsApp. You were 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, Noso, Seven Sisters, London N15 4NP. Freyen was 0208 493 7340 and our mobile 077 127 61884. Ubehoyen with Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. BWF Solicitors, your preferred community lawyers.
Good morning, Radio Land. Welcome to another edition of Legal Hour with BWF Solicitors. This morning, too, we are very blessed to have our sister, Lawyer Eunice, to be with us here this morning to share with us some legal stuff that we need to know to make life easy and simple. It's for Mama Chibama Kwaba about BWF Legal Hour Jumedia, Yawa de Bianopa, Omoni, and that's Yamia Dobian Saka, Lawyer Eunice, away in Chain, and Yabako na come lawyer Kwaba, na Yabisano Council. Lawyer, good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Mark Patron, who's saying?
Yamia Dobia here.
I am Mianse Afisha Panso.
I feel committed, Lawyer Patron, and no more on the Suka Kama. Why?
Patro, you. What's a maker?
Papa.
Okay.
Good. Lawyer, now she didn't.
Okay, so in terms of your updates, medical HI here for near viewers now more trying more Facebook, YouTube, Zoom, Rainbow Radio Sunina, Michamunina, Shimo, Afisha Pam, who say Yamiadum Wininam Huye, and of course the Bompire say Obehuye in the next year na bibia akoso pepepe. Of course, in terms of your habits, debia and as every week bia bibi sisa war in regards to your immigration laws. And saying you who news nimu almost say Omicron virus spread widely all over the world. It's not just here in the UK. And so of course, since last year, because of Yari Wainiti, there have been a lot of restrictions as well as rules to protect Yenina. And if you look at our travel rules currently in NOAA, you will see that, of course, they want to make sure they are protecting as many people as possible. Senya your NHS no embe overcrowded, and I say Nipado Drona and Yare from Sayare we are Omokoda Hospital. In see your red list, your amber, your green list, and of course, almost say they are updating this list as often as every day or sometimes every 3 weeks. In see. Just Monday we almost the Nigerian so can red list no, and you can imagine if you've traveled there and now you are on the red list. It means of course so our residents ever come here over to me but you have to quarantine, which means that so fat test answer now beba, which is 2 days before beba, and then book our hotel so to make sure you are self-isolating for that 10-day period. And sana, you're okay to go. Inti say, of course, we to na as much as possible. Ope say, when you will break within that period of time. Be careful to also look at the fact that at any point in time, any country can put on the red list. So inti, we have to be careful in terms of our outings so that of course we are protecting ourselves and we are protecting other people as well. In regards to just normal applications as well, I know say if you have visit visa for Christmas, because so all your visit visa usually it takes about 2 to 3 weeks now when you're in Boye. But now, because of situation and I think that because of the volume of applications for visiting, they are not able to make those decisions within that standard period of time. In also sano ama extended time and as a period no more applications for a longer period of time. 2 months later rather than the 2 weeks now. This is something that they've also stated, unfortunately, because of the volume of cases now, they cannot make a decision within their standard period of time. So now at least so we have a visa application. I wouldn't say, okay, mommy, if I break, I can't come home because me say me as quickly as I thought. So of course, in terms of your updates, I will just leave this at that, and then you work twice because of the time
Thank you very much, lawyer. At TF4, I think I'll do a video to higher Rainbow Radio. We are live on DAB across London. We are also live on TuneIn Radio. We are live on Facebook, Rainbow Radio International with double L at the end. So you can go to Facebook Live right now and watch the beautiful, delectable lawyer Eunice. And also we are on Alexa, so you can listen to us via Alexa. We are talking to BWF Solicitors, and they are your preferred community lawyers, as I always say. BWF Solicitors, a wall, 4th floor, and a house, 214-218 High Road, 7 Sisters. Our postcode is London N15 4NP. Afe, you better come round so. Na and never announce a phone line in term. And say, ask Lord Eunice, na no besino, o was send me and our friend tab. Na well remonted, and yes, I know for later into me foul. Your number say the age one down or player 0208 133 4646. 0208 133 4646. And also 0208 133 1134. 0208 133 1134. Obet you suffer on WhatsApp and our giant WhatsApp message and our voice notes. And also 07771 07771 7 a.m. in some 950 989 07771 950 989. I feel Eunice, fire go.
Okay, in regards to your topic, no, of course, this is quite different into what can a person do if, for instance, a person when you divorce na onhu nekunu anase neyere, and of course, this is one of the cases that we have to deal with as lawyers. So we're a family lawyer. You will deal with something like this at a point in time if you are dealing with divorce. And it may be that, of course, nipa krono open divorce no ebia onene yere anasa nukunu no they don't see eye to eye into bakuno fifie and bakuno so etini baby into, of course, sebanes adia. They are saying to themselves, yen to me emma our way and kososa into say me no yen to me and pineso say na ye pese ye our rena and I say na ye pese it's na and I say na ye pese ye ma ya brabo no kwa. Then of course to say ye jai our rear. And when you look closely at Matrimonial Causes Act of 1973, the only basis on which obi waware able to me divorce by the fact that sani pakono na aware no ebubu kra untumi hewhwe. And that's what they call the irretrievable breakdown of a marriage. And see mumie no mujide say aware no egu kra untumi enye hwhwe ma try bibia, but still na muntumi enye hwhwe. And see that is the main basis and I say the main ground for which obi awaware able to me in your divorce. But me can say waware 2 days, 3 days, and I say 6 months no. In yama enko year na wo ka say me kujaya ware because and you say na me who say aware tie nti me jaya ware within 2 weeks and I said 3 weeks. Obviously, say can't if you are ready, I'm sure say time be end so. But over England and Wales, they are and they want to me and say ujai our resa. And of course, if you look at our law, non-swa, which is specifically Matrimonial and Family Proceedings Act, now it talks about the fact say. She said 12 months aba answer na will be to me I application to the court say opese ujai aware. And see yes ebia aware na wakum no na enye sa na odren say aware etie nti nipa krono ojano. Nti of course so opese ujai aware wo krom ha and they just say 12 months aba from the time mo ware ye no answer na will be to me akoye awarejaye ewo courts ewo krom ha. Of course, when it comes to making applications to the court, no, obi biara waware no say 12 months na so and say waware for a longer period of time. Now we say oka check court no say stay ni since na pe say mijaya waware. Then of course, sanipa no betumi aye online application. Since 13th of September this year, no so. So your lawyer over to me our divorce application no online and so any divorce application via obey no online court fee no so assessor from £550 to £593 into so okoya our court no ebejo £593 for the application for divorce. And then of course so o catch court no say biara unfortunately ye no and I say me dream say our no go nti me pese me jaya. What happens if nipa na wo ne age ayaware no oni ho, and that happens a lot with ABA. Wo ye nkrata nti of course waware obi nipa kono krampo nim bibia wote wonim bibia owo wonim hwe nti abane say unfortunately wonim ne whereabouts ye can date of birth krampo a wonim baby ne date of birth ye can bibia oye adwuma krampo a wonim bibia oye adwuma wonim ne bank wonim ne details bibiara, and that makes it difficult because the Chrome Hano, they have rules and procedures in place. And so they want to make sure say Nipakona also want in Jaya no. They have properly served him with documents to say Jai Awarian inti, of course. So Jaya Warrior dia and the other party and I say Krona and I say has to know say no Jai Awarian. And of course, when that is not forthcoming, no, the court will also want to know what efforts you have made in terms of making sure, say, nipa way, asumesi way, I was the one in Ijaya warrior, no. In Yamabena, why ya to make sure, say, on also, or Nensabeka divorce petition, and I said, on also be who say, Uneno, ene Ijaya warrior, no. And it's important to know, say, a Chrome it's not the fact say we here be benenti and one say we sorry we application to the court na omudi amount. In the normal procedure of things, when we be na mo wo ho na bibia eyeboko a we den na nipa kono all of a sudden or sorry free ho na unim bibia owo. This is very rare for most marriage cases. Inti say akobane say unim baby a wukunu anasa wo yere ho a enye court ni nyan kakra because uni obi enete na waware no, and I'm sure say most cases na unim nipa krona ansa na waware no, then of course you should know baby a nipa krona wo anasa baby a nipa krona ye adwuma anasa baby a let's say or banki anasa baby sa. And see, those things are very crucial to the court because of course so we know then they want to know say everything has been done in the correct way. And see, yeah, can I say one obi aware one know ena nkrata one baby a what say one baby a or one the details. All you know is that one know and what they know aye nkrata nti, of course we did say after that period of time honum na baby abe okay. But if you have no personal details about this person, winning the date of birth, winning baby or juma, then that's going to create some difficulty because court ni here say on also nensa ebeka court divorce petition nibi. And in most cases, we have divorce petition na court nan kasa no ebe send a copy of petition no to the other side. And also no the acknowledgement of service also ebeka ho senya san other side no so ebe sign say okay me hu dia nipa krono age na so ede ejai me aware. And in most cases you have to give an explanation of events and I say inyema esisi intina u age divorce no. And if you are giving those events, especially ABA because ujidi say the person has behaved in an unreasonable manner. And see, that's one of the reasons you could give into na ujai aware. And I say abia nipa krono uji de say dia waya no wafa wechi ena one obi ewo ho inti eno so sa no your friend no adultery inti obetumi ejina no so. But of course you will need consent and I said statement of Sanimpa na will say wafa wechi no to be able to use that as a basis and as use that as a reason they say I will person unya divorce. And then sometimes of course mumienu mo ni ho for a period of at least 2 years there. Then of course you are saying to the court say yentsna for 2 years and of course ye did say ye warrior no mu enti ye jaya warrior. And if it is the case that wakoye and kata na unhu nipa krono for 2 years and as someone separated for 2 years, then at least you should have nipa krono address, send your court no so able to me as serve nipa krono with a petition. Even in cases where there has been 5 years separation, crampono, court no ebe here send nipa krono ebe acknowledge say nsaka court documentation say mujaya warrior. Inti enono crampono say oh yeah based on the fact say mujaya warrior no for the period of 5 years now. They want to be able to know say nipa krono so ensabeka say I nipa kro we minim say opese ojaya warrior inti my penny so say obetumi ejaya warrior. In those cases, most of the time, undefended. Nipa krono enhia hwe emfi ho nti wo so enhia hwe emfi ono so no ho nti you are making it on the basis that it is an undefended divorce petition say mumie no mopeno so say sa na tia and the sa na ebe. But se nipa krono a woni na eja ya ware oni ho uni bebi a ote unim ne contact uni obi a obehu bebi owo, then it becomes an issue. And see, what can you do to obviously help the court know say in our year over to me, agent so I can say, oh, courts meaning say net here, but unfortunately, no. Nimpa assumptive way means to me Emma no copy of the petition based on the fact say ebia na first or to efie hanom. Mama process service young for to me abwao in terms of serving the other person with a divorce petition. And see, omono will go in your place as should I say somebody who is official now. So almost serving nipa krono with divorce petition now, they will obviously write an affidavit of service say nipa krowe ena yakoto no ebiamu wo picture nti nipa krono a yehu no wo fie honom no or say nipa krowe a owo picture nim nti yedema no one sign amfa ma yen nti yedidi say ne nsaka nti no say no ye pese court no who say winya copy and I say he's been served properly with the divorce petition. They can obviously go as far as getting court bailiffs. Court bailiffs, I think so most people know them from things like Fake Britain, some programs somewhere. It's a bailiff, baufia, unim say they can seize anything if, for instance, you owe and you haven't paid that. They can just enter your house if you open the door and then seize anything. In the court bailiffs for also able to me as serve a petition on nimpa krono say obi nim bibia ote there and they can also serve that person. In cases where, for instance, no uni contact uni obia obehu bibia nipa krowe ete nti you are lost in terms of ne juma baby or ye juma unim bibia or de ne account eto date of birth cramp we bisawa then of course then you are saying to the court say unfortunately nipa krowe no aware no and shada any ho because ebia mini nipa krowe tna ye no mamie hu hwe nti ekoba ne say you separate immediately after yaware no. And if that is the case, then of course you have to be able to show the court that you have not been able to trace nipa krono. And there are companies that are able to try and find the person if you have basic details like Nadine and any date of birth. But so when the date of birth, we need information as to where he worked, baby or not say, the nationality. In you may be saying no. Then of course that will make it very difficult for the person to be traced. But say what as little information as Nadine and any date of birth and now say the passport copy. Bibi sano ebe to me abwa na yetumi e trace baby a ebia nipa krono owo. Say on when to me en trace baby a nipa krono wo dia usually the company will also make an affidavit to say they have tried tracing this person, but unfortunately, omu who baby nipa kono ewo. In such a case, you are telling the court say the person cannot be traced until, of course, omu dispense with service. So that means say, catch a court and say because who baby nipa kono one until omo emma divorce no enkoso because of the fact say try ama nipa kono abekire no ho dia ende nyentumi enya divorce no, but because you are making efforts say you betumi I try say you be hwehwed baby and nipa kono one na company no say omo hu baby and nipa kono one nti ye pamocho bebre moma awareja ye no enkoso in dispensing with service no say watch records no say your searches no my bibia because on that form no catch records no say na ya betumi a trace nipa kono ya try bibia but unfortunately no ye ntumi trace bibia nipa kono ewo, and because ye ntumi trace bibia nipa kono one nti ye pese courts no ehu say ya try there ye betumi a try ni na, unfortunately no yentumi ehu baby anepa kono wo ento mumma yenkwan say nyebetumi ajai aware no without having to serve this person with the divorce proceedings. Some judges can be fair and they will let it go on, but there are some judges who can say unfortunately you haven't tried this or you haven't tried that or you haven't tried this. It's very important say as much as possible get the basic information, get the basic details. Any date of birth, any nationality, at least those basic details help. We have the passport copy crampona and also because at least there's the photograph of the way Anipakono so and that helps in terms of them tracing him or them trying to find where he is. There was one occasion this week where, for instance, Matro, HMRC for Matro, divorce courts, no, Metro, baby and Nepakono ye Juma, Metro, banks na made drains and Nepakono, so all accounts. And that was about 4 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. This week, Nepakono by my office, or because I said, when you letter from HMRC and of course opese only it didn't come or ever letter now unya from HMRC, and of course it was one of my clients. It's a me penny catcher and say unfortunately to me active for him because he's not a client to us and it is his wife who is a client, and saying a lawyer Richard I can't far the rules that govern solicitors no say juma ama obia or ye divorce now of course ujidi say because omo ye divorce no there will be a conflict of interest because acti ama nipa baako then the other person oye kunu anase yere no mo company anase mo law firm no entumi enye juma emma no because you are acting already for one party into untumi enye kruna na yere na waba no na ejuma so emma no because there will be that conflict of interest. Inse no sa no na say catch and say pacho bebre nim say won fa ka ye letter say ye pese ye start divorce proceedings into what the my address no na ye fa ma court no ye the ma court no na court no send the petition na wa sign it o sign na ye nim say bibia eda na kwan so pepepe. It's still na nipa kono NCSC, and of course language was also another barrier, but at least otumikoye and I catch and say on another lawyer no enye juma emano. So these are some of the effects of having searches done. It can potentially bring about finding that person and say at least someone who baby and nipa kono wa, then you know say you can serve the person with the divorce petition in the right way because court no person on nipa kono so who say who get divorce and I say you are making divorce proceedings in the courts against Sani Panonso. So of course, so we have searches now nipa krono de ne ho ba, then that's a good thing. So we all searches and I say o try say wo be trace baby and nipa krono wo na unsa anka no and I say mwentumi enhu baby and nipa krono wo dia, then it's important to know say then the traces and answer searches now we are you know so wo kyerɛ mu bia na wo kyerɛ responses a wonya ye na court need say what try bibia what try say we trace ne bakono unfortunately no unhu baby and bakono what there, then they can go ahead to say omo who say what try there so we bia, and of course because unhu baby and bakono one nti omo be dispense with service. And so they will say, of course, say nipa krono entumi enya divorce proceedings nibia, and the omobema divorce proceedings no akoso. And also, it is good to know that in terms of the court establishing say divorce proceedings no petumi akoso no, then it means that you have tried your best to make sure say when your details na omuhia biano. And as I was saying, it's important to make sure that you have tried your utmost best to trace baby and nipa krono, because I've had instances where judges can be difficult and say, and they won't try say, and I say one try say, and I say one try say, and say, ko try way, and I say ko try way. And sometimes you don't even have the information, and see, you can't even proceed in the way that the court is directing, because only information now over to me edi akohwehwe nipa krono account details and I say over to me akohwehwe e bia nipa krono bibia na first oye adwuma. It is very important say, of course, yeah, we are in Krata no, there's some basic information that you should know, and you should not just go blindly say I am a day in Krata and say no. You should at least have those basic informations about nipa krono. Say in a passport copy awenya and in a passport copy. Say a few way na first na unim sa no na udenya unkrata no krampona. Then of course try and get that information as well. At least na o check what said this is the last known address na mutnemu inti. Unfortunately no, there's no trace in regards to your last known address. Na ebia oyejuma wo ISIS. Yeah, try ISIS for no. Unfortunately, you know, almost say weja ejuma wo honom and so ejuma wo honom biom. Tracing company so you the information, you the date of birth, ni senior ne city yeah the actual money na, but unfortunately no almost to me interest no into yeah there you to me I bia traces and way, and unfortunately no yen to me who baby are all into ye say courts no a dispense with service senior ye to me enya sa divorce way. And it's important that of course o chere court na say nipa kono which what try baby here, because one of the ways that the court is able to proceed is the fact that they should have jurisdiction. Jurisdiction, nature said they have the authority. Say, no, because now mote kromha and you were married for a period of time in the UK. Need see on way to me akoso amao divorce. Say if for instance nipa krono mon une nipa no eware ebia Ghana na of course ma ware no na ewo Ghana nipa krono endi wechi amba krom ha, then of course we can't say that the courts will have jurisdiction, because our ware no man be di ewo krom ha nti and no they will not have jurisdiction over sad divorce proceedings. But say me no motina krom ha na ma ware na mo bo ma brabo no, they will obviously have jurisdiction to be able to proceed with sad divorce case na say in regards to the divorce petition now there akoma omono. And it's one of the key things that they want to make sure say nipa no of course say odaso to chrome hadia and the nsa ebeka petition ni bi say ba ne say we two free ha anase oni ha crown pono na tracing company no to me who say oh nipa kwa we wakotena say inti ye who say any details ewo saa ekro we so yebetumi the petition no akoma no was akro no so because of course yetumi trace no. If that is the case, then of course they can go ahead and say with a sealed copy of the divorce petition na court ne ediaman yen nti ye de eno no serve saa nipa krono a oti ekrofofo no so na we hu say ne yere anase ne kunu no ejai no nti ono so enhu na at least the opesa oye bia no na wa ma court no so enhu se nipa krono acknowledge ma court no say ne nsa say who use process service no betumi ayesa affidavit of service senya make aye no to say omo de ama nipa krono and say tracing company na we use so almost so no they are also good at writing an affidavit of service to make sure that nipa krono ampa nensa aka in also making this clear no when this is included in statement of facts and I say usually say catch court and say they should go ahead with the divorce because of the fact say ebi anipa kono yakoho no wo ekrofofo so and of course they to me amano a copy of divorce proceedings now then the court will accept that and say that of course omobe to me ejina no so to say nipa kono ne saka enti ebe to me ejina no so no aka say divorce no and I say proceedings no so enkoso because of the fact say nipa kono saka. And it's important to know say if this evidence is there for the court to know and they have got evidence that the divorce can now proceed because when you evidence way the actual say nipa krono ne saka but no one say all responded to the court and the divorce no ebekoso and the court will grant a decree nisi into usually normal the certificate of entitlement no ebeba to say you to me I'm our divorce and decree nisi is as saying say you can get a divorce but I know in absolute and no divorce certificate no we are just saying say you can get a divorce but we will let you try and patch things up and that's say after a period of 6 weeks answer now over to me any divorce certificate and I said decree absolute and no the whole intention behind that was the fact that ebema our fono ehun say ebia our jaya no ebia enye sa na ye peno but because of say ni say ye see and nti omo bedwen ho na omo tumi aye bibia fa ho but nowadays in most cases say yama decree nice people are looking forward to receiving divorce absolutes and decree absolute no because of the fact say omo try bibia na anye dwumanenti they know say of course yebeko so enya sa divorce way and I say me hu baby anipa ko no one say of course me pese my life will be tied down to this one person me hu baby all one say me pese at least court no ma me sa akwenja me to me any nipa way ejai aware now me to me and moving on with my life and in most cases that is what most people want but because of the rules and procedure that is in place in this country which is in England and Wales Lindsay we can't just make a divorce petition and expect that court no ever penoso say unhu baby and the one into we should just go ahead and give a divorce. They want to make sure say you have made every effort to let this person know and I say let this person be aware say oh you're divorced and they have received a copy of that divorce petition and they have received it knowing that this is what you are standing on to make the divorce. Say when to me and chess I am away there, then it makes it very difficult for the court to then proceed with your divorce petition and I said divorce proceedings. And it's important say oh divorce now who baby and the now at least when you're the basic details because it's only on the evidence that you present to the court no and on which now so Ede ama wo saa dispensation with service and I say on bema wo atwa so aye wo divorce. So when to me and share evidence bia and unfortunately no it will prolong the whole process in terms of getting a divorce. And sometimes you will see cases that have been going on for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, just because omu baby and it's important that we are able to get these basic information just so that we can present the evidence to the court to say this is what we have done in order to make sure say nipakono so in sabeka. But yeah, try bibiano and ye juma into yeah ma court no yeah evidence no from the responses yeah from your searches and I say yeah ma court no evidence of affidavit of service traces or I say process service and I say court bailiffs no ediamaye and say based on that no we are giving the court this evidence as evidence say yeah try BBR unfortunately because baby mama no and I say yen to me enya baby papa no etse and I say ye juma and I say baby an account one and say unfortunately no yabeka say ye nim baby or ebi on te krom habium evidence no so ewo ho nti ye pese court no ekoso ema ye divorce no answer na court no so ebeto aso aka say okay say ni say na tie dia and dia ye betumi ama wo sa certificate of entitlement to decree NISI and I say you betumi ama acquainted and say ubetumi enya wo divorce no. And so of course upon all of this talk I think say it is to do with the fact say yeah tfo and I say nkofo a omo ehwe ye no omo nhye we nso na at least say eba our reja ye nso na mos hu senya mo betumi aye afa ho senya at least munya sa prolonged period of service and I said that proceedings will not be made long because of the fact say we need basic details that over to me I should share baby and nipakono so ewo it's Dr. Mark the basic hana yet to me atwaso
one of them yeah that's baby and then what the uncle school papa if I divorce her. We are part 1 of the program. I had a business quick commercial break. Na say ba afi part 2 no wo be frɛ na afi we bisa lawyer. Question bia efa won krata ho aware ho family issues. Remember say BWF are experts in family law and matrimonial financial issues, domestic violence and injunctions, childcare, whatever. Immigration, business immigration, EEA, entry clearance, students, appeals, judicial reviews, and of course litigations. Litigations and dispute resolutions, and so their debts, landlord and tenant, customer credit contract, and Ghanaian law and practice. And the Wofra ask any question that is legal, and they will give you a legal answer, of course. So we'll be back after this commercial break. You'll listen to Rainbow Radio live on DAB, on Alexa, on TuneIn, on Facebook, Rainbow Radio International with double L, on the apps and online and other sources everywhere you are.
Highly spiritual. Times have changed. Social distancing affected BBR, coronavirus, and in some bow. But the laws are in place. Immigration issues and core new laws, any changes every day. And until Seban immigration and in some who do now. BWF Solicitors and your preferred community lawyers. BWF Solicitors have over 27 years of practical legal experience. And until they are on top of all the issues. Brian in confidence. Our offices are still open Monday to Friday. If we are upon 9:30, Ecosi and you 6 o'clock. We follow all the protocols. You might client to be a free face mask, hand sanitizer, and our fee, you practice social distancing. The lawyers now is a face mask for every consultation. So when me ma, we do video conferencing and our fee to me send the documents in now via email and our WhatsApp. You will 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, Mosso, 7 Sisters, London N15 4NP. Freyen was 0208 493-7340 and our mobile 077-127-61884. Ubehoyen with Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. BWF Solicitors, your preferred community lawyers.
Available on DAB 24/7. Rainbow Radio. Heartbeat of Africa.
Okay, welcome back. The number to call now is 0208-133-4646. 0208-133-4646 or 0208-133-1134. Or on the WhatsApp or your message, voice notes, whatever you got, 07771-950-989. Lawyer, first call him. I mean, kind message we Emma. I say, good morning, lawyer. Please, I am married to a British citizen in the UK on 5-year partner route. I have a British child here in the UK who is disabled. I left a child who is 6 years now in Ghana when I was coming to the UK. I am solely responsible for the child's school, church, medical, food, etc., with evidence. His father's whereabouts is not known. He lives with my mother, who is also now blind. I have never been able to visit my child for 4 years now since I came because of my disabled British child's complex care needs. My main concern is my 0 visit to Ghana for 4 years. What is the probability of making successful indefinite to enter application for him, that is my son, when I get my indefinite in 2022?
In regards to your applications for children, or mommy say on nukunu and she's on the 5-year spousal or partner route. In then usually they will be making the application for Akolano and Appendix FM. In Mami was 2.5 now. And no one debema Akolano so because ne mami enya indefinite. She said mami enya indefinite answer now be to me your application.
Where there, Mr. Mincho, no, obi you line so trent.
Okay, Patrick.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, lawyer. Patrick, me pese me bisa wo adwin kakra.
Kasa de
application. Yo, my application in May for 2.5 extension. Now, almost to the 6 months, Initially, my application, Omuka said because of COVID restrictions in this animal, mintra only your friend saying selfie photo na me fambra. But me any documents ni na send command. Near to the 6 months time now, me expect to be a decision, Babano. And I mean, letter from almost say, me biometric into a semi cocoya, me biometric in idiom. Okay, me cocoya biometric, but since I'm a coya biometric, me tea or moncambium, me pesemi who say, even though 6 months need be do na sana or mumam sankoya biometric, next 6 months, na san shall see from that very time I'm coya biometric na, but to me actually me more.
Into Debbie, once you've given them your facial image into during Corona time, now of course, for to me and biometric centers because AB and shut it down. And then when they became available, and at the time no more so it was very scarce to get appointments because of the way I now more spreading. And so of course, what they will selfie any documentation no come out there. Then, of course, from that time, they are supposed to have started processing your application because, of course, almost account with documents. And the last time I was talking about valid application and the fact that so your application now, the right application form, which you had the correct application fee. Now, your biometrics and you've provided your valid form of identity. And no is what a valid application constitutes of. From that time onwards, they are meant to process your application. Into say, also from last year, no, okoye selfie and now they will documents no more. Then of course, from that time they were supposed to process your application. So almost as I am back to say here, so biometrics nan kasadia. Then that is them telling you that we have now made everything normal, so go and do your correct biometrics. But that doesn't mean say, well, 6 months no sign Asha from this current biometrics now because they had something in place which they provided to you, and you also agreed and then provided it to them. And see, from that time onwards, no, they are supposed to process your application. Say, I'm going to mean so I'm processing now more catch up, say, biometrics being there. Then please write to them again, make a complaint, say, what second biometrics. Unfortunately, no, on some decision bia and say, oh, bisa say, say, who time over make a decision on your application.
Patroa we need him. You will be potting. I will send a complaint to call regard to Sardina, and I said, just.
It's over to me. I type a complaints hub and as a home office complaints into Google. It will come up with the online complaints form, and then it will just send it off for you.
That's it.
That's it.
Yes, that's it. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
And so back on the
Hello, good morning.
What tablets no so ndi we chin so
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, lawyer Tio Kasa.
Lawyer, good morning.
Good morning.
Pachom person me bisa about asylum.
Okay.
Pachom lawyer 2019 me apply as an asylum seeker. And omoma me call first interview screening no.
Yeah.
Na me call we no omoma me 2 years. 2 years asylum card. I say akai card o se bibisa no. And me you see it. Now, Nancy, no, expire and I miss my work permit. Almost me to me, Juma, but now me depend on my sister. So during that time, until last month, I can't now expire for that 2 years. Now me renew here, but my sister now me depend on the Susiano. She's no more, and I almost renew now. Me 2 years, which is just last week. But my work permit, and I'm person me temperature. Make me apply work permit. I'm not entitled to any public fund, and now I'm not having anyone to depend on.
And so I'm assuming so about last year, because we said last year na Osaka cardinal and
But that be May in 2019. Na me year asylum na me saka card in 2019. No more 2 years, and the 2 years may running out last month.
Oh, okay, okay.
And Master apply for renewal, but because last year no more say me ba second interview, and so no more decided say remember me 10 years asylum here no say by public into no to share that hold you on interview no ma mama and a cardinal eventually we just last month me apply say be renew now. So I make a decision on my case, but I respond. So I make a decision, but I renew now, mommy, without say I'm not allowed. No, I'm not allowed to work.
To work, yeah.
Now, patron, person me who says, submit to me apply for work permit. I was at the moment no. The person that me submitted, I was depending on her, and she's no more, and I can't.
Okay, so I'm assuming that. Of course, asylum application because you were in fear of your life as soon as you entered the UK, because that will be the only basis for you to make an asylum application. But in terms of the fact that application for work permits, no, the procedure in terms of asylum applications, they say usually when you make a claim, say because you think your life is at risk and you are at risk of harm being done to you. Ninti, one person almost share with asylum claim. No, most of the time they would obviously give you the chance to continue living in the UK, to continue to access charitable funds and things like that, just because of the fact that at the current moment, they haven't assessed your claim. Until they will give you the chance to do what you're supposed to do, and then after a period of time, they pass on your case or your claim to the Home Office unit, who is responsible for assessing asylum claims. And see, during this period of time, it's just because they are still going on the claim that you have made to be able to assess whether your claim is true or untrue. And if they haven't responded to you to let you know, say, Abia, claim now, they are better say, oh, here asylum.
Lawyer, sorry, my member I'm said the person who one said, Nimpa Ocean is no more. Your fan say, Abia, we're feeling now, how does he survive? Can she, based on that person's demise, apply for work permits so that she can earn a living?
That's why I'm saying that, unfortunately, no. Because the only basis audit na Chrome is the fact that why asylum claim. And I was explaining what the asylum process is like. Because that is her only basis for being in the UK. Because unfortunately, she hasn't said whether she has a child who is British or not. She has a child who has lived here for 7 years. And I don't think Wawari will be our British and answer will be our EU. So she's saying the only basis that she's in the UK is based on her asylum claim. I think that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she didn't make an application based on Nipa no Osheno. The only basis for which she is here in the UK is the fact that she's in fear of her life. And if you are making an asylum claim, then it means that, of course, they have to assess your claim and see how credible your claim is. Then it means that they will let you know, say, we don't believe your claim and we don't think that your life is at risk. And if they don't see any, should I say, credibility to your claim, then it doesn't even go on to the Home Office for them to even do further assessment. And see, at this point in time, she cannot apply for work permits or she cannot apply to work in the UK unless she has an alternative way of remaining in the UK, which probably will be the fact that she has family life at UK Chroma. And so usually say from asylum claim now, which takes years. And I was just reading today that there are over 20,000 asylum claims as of now, and the backlog is increasing. And see, of course, it's going to take a long time, and she cannot do anything within this time because they haven't also responded to the asylum claim now. Oh yeah. Unless she says she has family life with a husband or a child here in the UK who is British or is settled or has lived here for a continuous period of 7 years, which is the child, or is an EA national who is here in the UK, then unfortunately, no. Only basis be our audit na Chroma.
Okay. Lawyer, you're for phone and you're telling me. Hello. Hello. Hello, caller. Caller. Okay. I'm going to take you off if you don't talk now. Which sound? Call out the sound.
Now me dream say the answer and come because Nindin waitre.
But hello.
Hello, good morning.
Please speak up for me. Lawyer Eunice, it's you.
Me person me put say so from now over. Now stay 5 years. Now indefinite remain. Now we need to wait me apply for British passport.
In terms of application now, before my first 5 years no. Now over from Ghana no, and I say free Ghana airban no now one krata.
No. Me name is Papa. Me me buy. Me free till me buy.
Okay, into all the will ban or yen katama will stay all day back room ha.
Yeah. Me want indefinite to remain.
The women can indefinite no. Me katama all the back room ha.
Yeah.
Okay, into I'm sure say or yeah family permit now. And now 1 month and no answer na all year 5 years no so amount.
Yeah.
Okay.
And answer na me dey be me indefinite.
The reason why I'm asking is because BWF have a good character requirement into Ubetsna Chrome Hana Unin Krata and answer Uba Chrome ha without any visa and say any form of legal entry. And no sano omu hune say good character into they will let 10 years pass from the time you became known to the Home Office. But say would they in Krataba UK Chrome Hana watwa so sa indefinite leave to remain there. Usually in that case then you will be able to make an application for naturalization after 12 months of your indefinite leave to remain. Into say when you're indefinite leave to remain for a year or more than a year there, then you are eligible to apply for naturalization. So to me will life in the UK test. So 1 year be there, so to me no. And our English language test no so be here so be no at a level B1. Into we will English language test.
And no card lawyer my yafa.
Okay.
Yafa English. They say the after year life in UK so me book appointment here me January. In na me pese me booster say me apply for the British passport me.
Okay, so now maybe requirements no so of course why your life in the UK ne English language test which is also the core requirements now. Then you also have to be able to show say at least now what's now Chrome legally for a period of 5 years. And that would be evidence of proof of address. It doesn't have to be the fact that now I Juma or Chrome. It can be anything from NHS letter to shop Tesco letter to letters from ABA council or whatever it is. Any proof of address I will to me they say for the past 5 years what's now Chrome. Because one of the other requirements in say they don't want to see say you have been absent from the UK for a period of 450 days in that 5-year period. Usually that will be equivalent to at least 90 days every year. They don't want to see that you've been absent from the UK for a period of let's say 18 months in the whole 5-year period. Say if you haven't been absent, your proof of address will show say now to Chrome for that period of time 1 year absent from the UK. Now the amount and then also after you've been granted indefinite leave to remain, that 1 year period so they don't want to see that you've been absent for a period of 90 days. They don't want to see that you've been absent for a period of at least let's say about 2 to 3 months. So they want to make sure that you have not been absent for that period of time in the last 12 months. You are looking at a total of about 6 years and you want to be able to show them say you have not been absent from the UK for that prolonged period of time. So the proof of address nature every 3 months be now letter B to show say now what Chrome it doesn't have to be every month be a letter, but every 3 months over to me letter back their children say now to Chrome that will help them basically assess whether you've been here for that prolonged period of time. And since of course I think say you are mentally capable, which is another requirement for naturalizing as a British citizen, as long as you don't have any criminal records or you are not mentally incapable, then they should grant you
Okay. Next caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, lawyer. It's you, Kasa.
Good morning. That's our lawyer, Mr. Grove. Again, say the way you appeal is a issue, integrant, so you appeal a court. So when people hear it did not hear now when you are coming.
So usually, so when your paper hearing now, I know say most of the time, no, they would say you should be able to send your corresponding bundle ne asa to the courts within a period of at least 42 days. Say Home Office for no so a day or more or their bundle no so bad, then they would say within a period of 28 days no na wama court no so ehu bundle. And in some cases, sometimes Home Office for no and to me ND on deadline or so, and to someone to me ND on deadline or so, and then the court is looking to you to also prepare your bundle and evidence and then send it to them. So what the command na still na Home Office for no and to me and for more bundle then command court na, then the court will obviously have to direct say Home Office for no so somebody on bundle eba. Once they have brought their bundle, then the courts can go ahead and then pass it on to a judge for them to also look at it. And say, I can't say specifically, say, it will take it 2 months, and I say it will take it 3 months, because it can change. And because of the fact, say, rules no are changing in regards to when a bundle should be presented, it can take some time, but usually, once Home Office for no any no wama court no humo documents no, then it shouldn't take too long a time for the courts to be able to pass the documents on to a judge who will then be able to go through and then give you a determination. And see, roughly speaking, it can take some time, because I don't know what stage you are at, since it means to mention say time we say, and I said time we say, and court no bet to me.
The question now, ever say date now, almost via seminar, ever say on the 7th now, almost via seminar, in the bandra. And because we are the bandra corner, a bit in Nahan, me as a me sharing me, a bit in Nahan, and a judge, and my aware say, as no trust no. So be at the band at my judge, yet never did me on the 7th for a bit not in the memory at your mention.
Okay, it's usually one can say, oh, dates way and on bedroom and when by they are usually within 2 to 3 weeks, almost the decision over. Because what happens is that because any year oral hearing, and I say any year to say hearing now, will call and I said lawyer beko and I say OBB Arabeko no. And no, once they've looked into it, within 2 to 3 weeks, they should bring a response. Someone say yeah, then usually you can just write to the courts and I say email them and let them know say dates when I'm share you say mobile case name, but unfortunately and same on kind you per se who their echo, and then they should get back.
Okay, lawyer, it's 35 past 10 already. And you may the program now, baby. Until we your final advice for the day. So we'll see you again next week.
Patrick, it's here for your viewers, no BBR or Biano. I think so, you're the kind with the fact say, of course, when it comes to marriage breakdown now, of course, per se courts no. Emma kind just say over to me a jaya warrior na say unim baby and nepakrono ewo and answer unim baby and nepakrono ete and answer unim baby and nepakrono ye juma na baby and accounts crampo dana Emma process no difficult, because procedures na work chrome high in terms of getting a divorce. Nature say who apply to court no for a divorce. It is standard procedure say court no so ebema sa nipakona only AJ aware no a copy of the divorce petition, any acknowledgement of service say and also ensign interest they are all cano open so and answer on peneso. Say nipa kono entumi yes dia, then it means say of course you have to show the court say you have done all that you can to properly serve nipa kono with divorce petition and answer with a copy of the divorce a court no asile no. And if it is the case that of course nipa kono because unni baby or one you have to make sure that courts even who say you have tried all that you can to search and to look for this person, because of course they will not go ahead and let you proceed with your divorce if you have not provided them with evidence. Say what try as much as possible to trace baby and nipa way ewo, and it is important that either say ubenya ni basic details senya make at the beginning. In terms of the date of birth, the passport copy crampo so ebeboa senya umbetumi hu baby senya nipa kono setie. And then of course if there is any evidence as to the place that nipa kono unim se na oye juma ana se na baby an account ne da ana se ne relations ana se ne family ana se bibi sano. All of this can help in tracing baby and nipa kono wo. Say when to me and tracy baby and nipa kono wo dia, and they usually process service and answer tracing company no bet to me amasa affidavit of service say ya try baby biara but ye hu baby and nipa kono ewo. And then of course say one kasa no what letters are commerce different institutions I wouldn't say nipa kono we wouldn't say definitely na oye juma wa ha and answer na okra account wa ha and I say na ne sister na ne bra ha, but still almost responded and I say almost the response no almost the buyer no and because almost say almost ni baby and nipa kono we ewo. And there's an there, then you should be able to present this evidence to the courts, to let them know, say anything I might try, evidence say, and as a response to say, affidavit of service also so say, they are trying to say to me, I deliver divorce petition to assume but on also emfa bibia and comma court say wa acknowledge the service of the documents in see patcho bebre monhwe sa documentations amensakin na momma me kwan ja say me to me enya divorce so when to me anya sa anyama we dia and then when say wo divorce no cha na beche e wo court nim nsem nti of course yes me hu sa anyama we dia no na at least say ye betre basic information crampo afa nipa kono na at least yebetumi ehu se aware we yeah pese yeah aware no ebejai no, but because of saying aware no egu into me pese court ni gina so na omoma ye jai aware nti metumi nya sa basic information we unfortunately means me enhu baby anipa kono te my try BBBR, but unfortunately me who baby ote nti say no so na me so my year na me to me a trace baby anipa kono and I say me to me a search baby anipa kono, but any possible say omo be to me enya sa copy of the divorce because my try sa and I say so almost can crampona and na omo ma court no hu say almost kana. Then of course affidavit of service na process service no and I said court bailiffs no so every no and also sa no be to me use as evidence say court no enko so emma divorce. Yes, when it comes to divorce petitions not only baby nipa kono wa, these are some of the things that you will have to go through and the hurdles you have to cross before the court will go ahead and then grant you a decree. And also so someone will decree nice now so we're trying another 6 weeks and 1 day before I will be to me and will decree absolute and answer will divorce certificate. nti yɛnhwɛ we nso na at least sɛ eba ne sɛ wonim obi ana sɛ obi a sisi a ɔwɔ saa situation ne mu no na wetumi enya information a wetumi de ayɛ ne divorce no na wetumi agya awareɛ sɛnya ɔpɛ no no Dr. Mark me da wose bebre nyame enhira wo sɛnya wo kan no me the details no so begya yɛ for na sɛ ɔmo pɛsɛ ɔmo friend after the program na yetumi de ɔmo by your office and I say a book appointment in regards to baby I want London, which is 7 Sisters. Your address no your 4th floor of Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road no so. Your postcode N15 4NP into N15 4NP. Your telephone number 0208 493 7340 into 0208 493 7340. And also, of course, my mobile number out of office hours 075 35 81 39 10.
Yes, that's it, Papa lawyer. You've done it all for us this morning. Thank you, and God keep you to meet again next week. My regards to everybody at BWF, especially your government. Take care.
Bye.
Good people, that was BWF Solicitors with lawyer Eunice. We are done with it. And so remember the telephone number for BWF Solicitors, 0208 493 7340. Or you can call lawyer Eunice directly on 07535 813910. My job is done for the morning. Thank you very much for being with me all through this period. We'll be back again next week, Thursday. God willing. Take care.
Yeah, fema yewo London. Ya jia basobodie bebre. Ne ya redare ewo mransemu. Eye legal services, BTC family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWF die, yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na yebo nso nyeden kra. Yen partner penimpa, Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron, 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care, eya abofrahwe mu, awaregya ye ho twema mentwe. Ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a, ye ma wo legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Yen child care, any family team no nim nia wo famu ewe ni eya wo bre mu. Enu nti ne yeto ye mbo ase ma wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner Ayobia Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu no sanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje wo family any matrimonial cases ho a unni haw kra. Upe advice ewo immigration sensem ho. Wo BWF Solicitors die ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho nsemsem kosi complex immigration.
Just say good morning, lawyer. Please, I want to ask you if you are not working in this country and you live with your parents, can you apply for British passport, please? Manager, I want to explain the circumstances in which you are living with your parents. I don't know if your parents have status in the country, meaning whether your parents are British. I don't know what the circumstances of your parents are, but if it is the case that your parents were in Qatar, or settled status, or British citizenship there, then of course, depending on your age, you can either register as a British citizen or you can naturalize as a British citizen if you are over the age of 18. So if that is the case now, over to me, and naturalize it there, then of course you can meet the requirements by doing your life in the UK test, your English language test, showing that you have lived legally in the UK for a continuous period of 5 years, and that when you had your indefinite leave to remain, now, of course, 12-month period where you have not been absent from the UK for a period of 90 days. And if, of course, you are able to also show that you are a person who's got good character, and caution, warning, penalty points or fines, then of course you can also say that you're a person of good character now to meet it and also a trauma. But the case our parents no afina enya nkrata ewo krom ha share that enya indefinite there, then of course you have a process to go through before you are able to apply for naturalization and answer a British passport. And say you can call and then seek legal advice, and also with me book your appointments for further legal advice. Adobia, or is it Adohimba? It says, good morning, lawyer Eunice. Please, is there any update on Zambrano court case? Thanks. I think it's a case of Akisenya where court nika say, oh yeah, Zambrano carer na why Zambrano derivative rights application na unim say over to me in your indefinite into what was so on the 2.5-year route, no. That case is still with the Court of Appeal, and they haven't come up with their determination as yet. Say almost the bar, yeah, the betu ija, and currently there is no decision from the Court of Appeal, and I think that is about it. Yeda yete foni na se nyame enkamo ho na yehu dasende.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services, including family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary and family law. At BWF, our solicitors are pleased to offer high-quality legal representation at competitive rates. Our senior partner, Bernardo Wusu, has over 29 years' experience as a lawyer in the UK. BWF solicitors provide independent and practical legal assistance for all kinds of family matters, such as childcare, contested and uncontested divorce, and injunctions for domestic violence. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you in this difficult time, which is why we offer confidential advice delivered in a sensitive manner. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation in all family and matrimonial cases. We are located at 4th floor Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, London, N15 4NP, just a short walk from Seven Sisters Underground.